Всем привет, портал sk2tv.ru, Алексей 07, и мы рядом с HasuObs, которого мы сейчас спросим о том, что он думает о своем путешествии в Киев на Intel Extreme Masters. So HasuObs, welcome to Ukraine, welcome to Kiev. At first, what do you think about Ukraine? You are at first time here, yes?
Yes, it's my first time in Ukraine, the first time in Kiev, and my first time in this place. And I really like this setup, I have to say. I heard that yesterday they had problems with the computers, but today it's looking pretty good. Like, I personally had some very small spikes, but they didn't matter anything in the games. And so
no regames for you.
Again, what?
No regames for you.
No regames.
That's one night and
no, like I didn't have any big lags or spikes. So overall, I felt very comfortable with the setup here. And yeah, I like this location.
Okay, what do you think about your opponents in the group? What do you think about your way in Intel Extreme Masters? Do you have really plans to make a top 3 or something like that?
Well, I plan to pass my group, because I think against Targa I was the favorite. Against Pomi it was maybe 50-50, maybe 55-45, something like this, like very close game, and PvP, so everything's possible. And against MMA I was the underdog, but MMA is the favorite of this tournament, so when I played MMA and I won the first map, I was like, okay, it doesn't mean too much, because if I would have won against him, then it would be huge. But if I lose 1-2, it's still okay, I think. So I lost 1-2 against MMA, then I played against Targa. And I didn't know much about Targa first, but I saw his games against Pomi, and I saw his games against Soccer in the qualifier. And he never played all in. Like, every game was macro. So I was like, on Antigua, he took the gold first. I was like, okay, he's gonna take a third base and just with more minerals.
You made like no sentry.
Yeah, I did. I skipped my sentry to get the void ray a little bit faster, and then he got like Ling Baneling and just killed me. And the second map, on Taldarim, he went for Ling Roach all in, and I had a probe hidden at his third base.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, my probe is there. I make a pylon 6 gate with +1 and try to do damage. So I made this pylon instead of at my natural. So I only had one pylon at my natural. So he unpowered my stuff later on, and my first force field was not perfect, like the links got in, so I had to use one more, and then I had no more energy to force field his units. And then, yeah, he just had more, like with lava inject he could make more units than me. So I was very disappointed that I lost.
And did you know that against Pomi, Pomi should win like one set, and he was in playoff? If MMA beats Targa, of course it's clear.
Yeah, I heard this before, and I think the first map was looking okay against Pomi. Like on Metallo, like I had blink, I was blinking into his main base, he was moving out, going for like all in, like trying to kill me, and I was like, okay, I have like 2 base, I had an expo, so I think my probes were in my main base, but because he dropped with the War Prisma, I was sending my probes to my natural, so when I look back, I was like, fuck, my probes are at my natural.
No, you had 3 probes, you had 2 probes at main, why didn't you?
Yeah, and then he force fielded, so I was like, oh no, I'm gonna lose all my probes, and his army was stronger than mine, so if I would have my probes in my main base, I think I can force field my ramp, and he has no blink, and then I could win the game, because he was moving his probes to my base. So yeah, I lost that game, and then it didn't matter that much anymore. So I won the second one and lost the third, but as I said, I think we both didn't play too serious.
But you know, at first game, those 3 props, they were on main, and you could hide them, because Pomi started like to kill all your buildings at main, and when you left, those 3 props left on the mineral line, you could hide them. Why didn't you?
For what for? What do you mean? Like
the first set, and
but
you are typing GG.
Okay, yeah.
And you have 3 props,
and he had no money for pylon, or what do you mean?
You had an assimilator. You could fight.
But I think my army was weaker. He had like 2 immortal, I think, and 3 sentries with energy.
Something like that.
So, and I had only like 12 stalkers. So he makes like force field and guardian shield, and I don't think I can fight against this. The case was, as I said, if my probes were not in my natural but in my main, then I force field my own ramp, and then I think I can win the game. But yeah, that was just a very big mistake. I mean.
You're the person from Warcraft 3 scene, and what do you think about StarCraft 2 scene comparing to Warcraft 3? Is it just bigger and you know, there are just simple more money or something like that? And is this scene really more interesting for you than the Warcraft 3?
I enjoy this community more than Warcraft 3. As you said, it's bigger, there are more tournaments, it's more money involved, more players can live from gaming than before. So I think it's very positive what happened with StarCraft 2. And I think the community overall, it seems to be more nice than like in other games, even though there are always like a lot of people who like to claim and talking bullshit, but overall the StarCraft 2 community is very nice. And since I enjoy StarCraft 2 more than Warcraft 3, yeah, I'm very happy that I'm playing StarCraft 2 now and not Warcraft 3 anymore.
Okay, and what do you think about our StarCraft 2 scene? Because Germany, you know, is one of the biggest cybersport countries in Europe and I think in all over the world. But speaking about our countries, Ukraine, Russia, do you know many players except, of course, such beasts as Kaz, White-Rod, Magas, Frelok? And what do you think about our scene overall? You are now in Kiev, you see the interest of people. Is it comparable to what do you see in Germany and other countries?
From the player perspective, I have to say that the Ukrainian players are extremely strong. Yeah, like the players you named, and there are even more. There's like Blai and Basilisk, and I think you have like
maybe Hepizerg.
Yeah, Hepizerg. Yeah, you have like a lot of more players from Ukraine, and like compared
or not?
Of course, he as well. So compared to Germany, we have like Soccer, Dark Force. We have like Soccer, Dark Force, me, TLO maybe, and Goody. So I think the Ukrainian players are stronger. From the community, I think that this place is maybe not the best for the audience because there are not too many seats.
Yes.
But it's a really good place for players, I think. And from the streaming, like how many viewers are on the stream, I think it's like right now 80k. So it seems to be very big right now, and a lot of interested people. But yeah, as I said, in Germany usually there are more chairs and more place for people so they can watch. So like the atmosphere is a little bit better in Germany.
Your teammate Thorzain was in Korea, he trained there.
Yeah.
And do you have any plans to go to Korea to train now?
No, I didn't play anything yet. And Thorzain is back in Europe again, yes. But Moro is in Korea right now.
Yes, yes.
At the team NAS also.
Yes.
And yeah, he's gonna stay there a little bit longer, I think. I don't know how long. So yeah, he practiced a lot there, but so far I don't have any plans for Korea. No.
Because of some personal reasons or what? Or you simply don't want to go to train there?
Actually, I would like to go there maybe for 1 month or like 5-6 weeks maybe maximum. But I would like to go with 1 or 2 other German players, so or at least some players I know. I don't care if it's German or European, but at least some players which I can talk to, so I can speak English instead of like trying to talk to the Koreans, which is not that easy. And on the other hand, in Korea there's only one tournament, so you play like GSL.
Yes,
and either like if you win, it's a lot of money and it's worth it. But for a foreigner, it's very hard to win, I think, and it's even really hard to qualify. And if you don't qualify, then you have like a really long break where you cannot play anything.
But now you know GOM2E is given many seats for non-Korean players.
Yeah, but even then, most of the players gonna lose round 1, maybe round 2.
Just like Hydra, like Sen, and
even
all the other guys.
They are really good,
Hydra,
but
yes.
they are really good, and still they have so much problems there. So, like if you are in Europe or North America, you can play so much tournaments, and I think like for the money and for the team, how to present yourself, it's better if you are in Europe and North America than Korea, unless you win the GSL, but yeah, it's more unlikely.
Maybe it's better to ask Naniwa this question, but nevertheless I'll try to ask you. Look at Naniwa, he's just a beast in non-Korean events. He's very good at MLG and all the other tournaments, but look at Naniwa in Korea. Record 113. He's losing
really?
Like yes.
I don't know his record.
113 or 114, something like that. He's losing FXOlucky and average Zerg player like 0-2 in the first round of Code Day. what do you think is happening with him and all the other non-Koreans who are there in Korea? Because Idra, he can play really good versus Koreans on non-Korean events, but in GSL,
yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's hard for me to answer the question, but I think for the Koreans, if they play against a foreigner, they gonna play even a little bit more better because it's for the pride. It's like if a Korean loses to a foreigner, everyone is gonna tell, "Hey, you lost to you lost to that guy. What's happening with you?"
Yes.
So I think Koreans even play a little bit better when they at least they try to, they give even more. And besides that, maybe it's the pressure for for Naniwa, because you said in foreign events he's playing really good, and even if he meets Koreans in foreign events, he's
talking about it here. He won Nasty two times.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes.
So maybe it's the pressure, or sometimes just I guess bad luck, maybe.
Okay, so we're closing, so thank you for the interview very much.
You're welcome.
We wish you best of luck in all the other tournaments, and just come to Kiev, come to Ukraine another time. We will wait for you. Good luck.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.